What up, world? It's your boy Crack. It's your boy Murder. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. And goddamn, if you work for addiction recovery care, aka got to be shaking in my fucking boots. As news has broke that the FBI is investigating ARC. All this is coming out of resulting out of evidently the Benfield, Fletcher County deputy that was fucking all the girls on ankle bracelets. And now it's resulting in falling out of maybe allegedly the sheriff shooting the judge. Well, if you watch today's court hearing, like the mayor of the streets here did, or you did any research on it, like me and my team of the Information Inside the Moat Society, the Crack 40 TV team, we have done our research and are currently still researching the shit. And during the court hearing today, they showed the video of the judge as he got shot to death. And, well, he got slayed. Y'all come on in. It's Crack 40 TV. The mayor's got to get him some coffee rolling. I got to make me some more can of coffee. Tonight, we're drinking coffee infused with can of butter. And I think I'm going to eat either a broccoli casserole infused. It's pouring rain. Or, I got some leftovers. Sub up, motherfuckers. We don't know what no more because of duty. So sub up, don't know what. Other news in the world of the world. Puff Daddy has over 3,000 victims. Down to the goddamn age of 9 years old. Puff Daddies fuck kids that young. 12-year-old boys, 9-year-old boys. There's a lawyer in Houston that has took a case against Puff Daddy. There's over 120 victims right now that they've got. The lawyer said it was 60 men, 60 women. Most of them like 60%, 40% black, 30% white, 30% Hispanic and Asian. So Puff Daddy's fucked them down to the age of 9. He used chemicals, the drugs that I was hooked on accident. Xylazine and ketamine, horse tranquilizer. Spiking their fucking drinks. Mayor of the streets had to step outside to get some internet. Kevin Burkhart, what's up, Kevin? I'm proud of you, Kevin. I've been seeing your posts on how sober you've been staying. I'm doing a good job too. I'm over a year without Suboxone, needles, opiates. I had like 3 slips and Xanaxes. Well, in the past year from here, I've only had 2 slips with Xanaxes. Crack 40 TV keeps me rolling. Jump over to YouTube, Kevin. Come on over and sub up to my channel. Uh, you'll enjoy it. You'll like Crack 40 TV. I got a good family of people over here. These motherfuckers keep me sober. They love me. They help me. And we're covering the judge. He definitely was doing something with the sheriff's daughter. Or at least the judge at least thought that shit because he went in the judge's office. He told him at lunch that day, he said that we need to meet in private, either in private or in the private in your chambers. And then when he went in there, he looked at the sheriff's phone, he looked at his phone, he called his daughter for both phones. He stood up and he busted caps in that motherfucker. Busted his fucking, well, I'm sure his shit bag got tore up with 8 bullets going in him, Pretty sure that happened. So,
Everybody at the rehabs, Kevin, everybody. And I hate to call anybody out, and I'm not calling nobody out, but a public person that we know from Harlan County is right in the middle of this. And I hope that Michael Clark is not involved in anything in a bad way, old Tweety Bird. But Bird's going to be right in the middle of all this. And from what I've heard, not from what I've heard, from what I've read and what I've seen reported, his name is in the middle of a lot of this stuff, and I hope not, because I do like Tweety Bird, and that's my buddy. But Bird was right there getting everybody in Letcher County. And you can look on his Facebook. He proudly did help and save a lot of lives and get a lot of people into rehabs. So, and that judge did too. But now look what's happening. The feds is investigating ARC. The judge was sending all these people to ARC rehabs. Now addiction recovery care rehab facilities are being investigated. And the feds is saying anybody that worked for addiction recovery care, aka ARC, talk, rat. They're just going ahead and telling you to be truthful. That's a public statement from the FBI, brought to you by Louisville Media, Louisville Media Pub, Louisville Public Media. Let me get it right here. And sub up, don't all up. It's Crack 40 TV. Who's with us tonight on Crack 40 on YouTube? E. Burke. I don't know why it took so long to arrest him. I know they kept Diddy out on the streets. What's up, Donna from Austin? My can of butter, I put it in my coffee, and it kicked really quick. Kick earlier. Kick quick earlier, Donna. You aren't still up. No, I didn't wake up fried from the can of butter. What's up, Marlene? But I woke straight up and put some in my coffee. I woke up at 3 o'clock, 2:30. Put me some in my coffee and drunk it, and I'm stoned as fuck. And I got more ready because we're gonna roll for a while tonight. We can get murdered to pull up some stuff. We can go over. We can find some articles and go over what exactly I'm telling you. So I'm telling Harlan County right now, you motherfuckers. Everybody that's ever been to an ARC rehab, the FBI is probably going to knock on your motherfucking door, and they're going to ask you if anybody that worked in the rehab fucked you. Kevin, you remember how in drug court everybody used to fuck all the the drug court worker scandal, all that fucking shit? Every bit of that that's went on in a rehab. All the sober people that go to rehab and then they get sober, you get horny, you want to fuck, don't you, Kevin? You ain't got dope on you, man. You won't get horny. You won't get you some pussy. You won't get you some dick. You work at a rehab. You hook up with somebody in rehab. Hey, Jeremiah Bustle, John's brother, he hooked up with a girl out of a rehab that worked there, and he's doing so good in life. Jeremiah's sober, and anything like that's a good example. I ain't saying nothing bad about Jerm, nothing at all. I'm using him. That's just an example that worked out good. But any snaky, scandalous shit, unlike that wasn't snaky or scandalous. That was a great thing that happened in life. But anybody busting shit bags in rehabs, anybody taking an extra Suboxone in a rehab and not writing it down, anybody doing anything illegal in a rehab, you're fucked. If you work for ARC, you're fucked. I don't know who's rolling this way. No clue who this is. They ain't coming here. Police be by her all the time. Do you know anything about that hay house from back in the day? I don't know what you're talking about. I put the jar in the water for 20 or 2 hours, Donna, and then get it out and turn it into dust. We're gonna eat some in a minute. My buddy Kevin's watching on Facebook, and he's one of the craziest people I've ever met in my life. But he's sober, doing very good in life right now. I can't get a good connection on Facebook, so jump over to YouTube, Crack 40 TV. Just come on over and join the chat. We don't know. I wouldn't want to give Ernie that much credit in life, but Diddy was dealing with some downright dirty, nasty, scammy, AIDS having motherfuckers like Ernie Shell. Kevin, Ernie's ate up with AIDS. He was faking cancer. He was telling people he had cancer the whole time. He is full blown AIDS. Somebody found a picture of his Big Tarvey, his goddamn hepatitis medicine, screenshotted it, sent it to me. Well, other people got it too, but in the world of Ernie Shell, Crack 42 V, we got to break the news that Ernie Shell's got full blown AIDS. He's up there in jail right now in Madison County. He might get out tomorrow, but he's got geeked up on that shit, stole the van and destroyed it. And then he's in trouble for stolen valor, probably, telling everybody he's an Army vet, and he ain't. So, fuck you, Ernie. You go to court tomorrow. If you get out, it won't surprise me. Sullivan County's right down the road in Tennessee. That's over where me and Kevin's got a mutual friend at, towards Elizabeth. She's a big supporter of Kevin. Happy Kevin's doing good. How many we got on YouTube with us? Hello? Murder. Murder. You got to let Chillbilly up on panel. Samantha and Willie Lewis is watching. What's up, Willie? What's up, Samantha? Whichever one from the account's watching, I'm assuming Willie. Oh, Lord. Murder. I don't got the thing, Chillbilly, or I would let you up on stage. Murder has it. He must be busy. Murder. So, my manager's had a long day at work. Let's go make some can of coffee, guys. The best part of waking up is can of coffee in your crack 40 cup. So, dear, oh, Michael Clark, you're going to the feds, I do believe, cuz you're my friend and I ain't roasting you a bit. But I know one thing, if you work for Addiction Recovery Care and Michael Clark, they're already putting him all in the mix of it. I don't want to talk bad about you, and I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just telling the world what I've been reading and what I've been investigating as an independent news journalist, as the YouTube 2024 Rookie of the motherfucking year. What's up, Mandy Middleton, Sternum Breaker? I'm about to make some can of coffee, even though I'm fried. I'm going to make some. We are discussing the FBI investigating all the local rehabs. If you've been to rehab at ARC, the feds will probably be knocking on your door. So, I'm either going to. Here's my can of butter. Marlene, I ate a whole lot last night. I ate way too much chronic altogether today. This is how much can of butter I still have left. If I put it in my jar, I've got about half of it left. I told you I go through a can of butter too quick because I misjudge it. But I put just like that is like, yeah, I got about a little bit, about half of it left, my can of butter. This is pure THC. This is a can of butter right here. I cooked it last night. Compliments of Donna from Austin, Texas, who bought the chronic to make it so I could show her right here. Then I cooked some chronic. There's the can of butter. Whoa, shit. So this is what I got left out of 7 grams. Is probably, I probably got about
A little under half of it left. So, Murder, are you alive or not? We need our manager to let Chillbilly on stage. I ain't got the link. I'm not on my computer. So, oh yeah, my coffee. So I'm making can of coffee. And to make this coffee, let me see how much butter. I don't need a whole shitload of butter. Like, all I need, you got to think this was 7 grams of weed. So, like, I want to be able to taste it, though. You see how much that butter is? Oh! I just dropped it way down in my stove. What the fuck? Well, I'll show you in a second. I have to dig that out like a crackhead. Okay, so I'm not putting but just a little drop in my coffee. There's no point in you wasting it. Like a little, I might put a little bit more than that in there. You see that? That'd be a lot of dab or crack. That'd be a good crack rock. But you don't need a whole lot because you can put 7 grams of marijuana in this butter. So you don't need a whole lot. I didn't drink but just about that much earlier, and I am fucking hammered. Just off weed. That is. But the decarb weed you don't put in it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes, I do. Make a phone call. Donna, I don't know what happened in Kingsport, Tennessee. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm fixing to look it up. Let me make my coffee here. So it is Crack 40 TV, and if you, I'm not just calling one person out, but I'm not calling nobody out. I don't mean nothing in a bad way. A lot of these people, whether they was hoarding money and scandling money up or not, so many people went through this addiction recovery care arc. So many people I know went through that place and got clean. And they got clean from it. So it's not completely. It's not like it's just all the way scam. People do be going over there and getting better. Theo, the feds will be knocking on your door, Theo. Melanie Denny, anybody that's worked with my old Suboxone clinics, they'll send you to ARC. Tara Hensley worked for ARC. So many people I know worked for ARC or work for ARC. When I say ARC, that's what they call addiction recovery care, the rehab facilities that are in trouble by the feds for money, stealing money. And guess where it goes back to? Uncle Andy. It goes back to the governor and somebody else politically related to the governor. And I just infused my coffee. Get you a Crack 40 TV coffee cup at printify.com. We're currently switching our business to our merch business to another business. But for now, you can go to printify.com and get you a Crack 40 TV coffee cup, or wait till we get our new store done and get one a little bit cheaper. But still, get you a cup, support the channel, support the brand, support the fucking mayor. Let me put this up, and what I ate last night, I'm going to finish it off tonight. That chicken and them tater tots from last night, ain't nothing wrong with eating them back up and re-eating them. Not a damn thing.
My fault, bruh.
You good, cuz? Chillbilly needs on stage. My coffee almost tastes perfect. If anybody from Facebook or YouTube has been to addiction recovery, care, rehab, I want you to come on panel.
What up? Why am I here?
Why am I here? Because I'm in Asia.
What up, Chill Belly?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Point Guard?
Oh, just chilling. What's up?
I want to know your take on all this popping off right here.
What's that?
Well, did you see the video of the judge in court today, or the sheriff in court today?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
I did. Oh, I actually watched it live. Well, I mean, it wasn't live, but we watched it right after it happened live. Let me switch my lighting settings up here, guys. Sub up or mode up.
Did they give any type of a testimony or any insight on a motive?
Well, he said, yeah, they're going to claim heat of passion. I'm not saying it right. Passion, extreme passion, how many times everyone's time. But, and he did say, that those his life, and he did say, the detective testified that
Where'd her Brad go?
I think he dropped out. I don't think he knows it either because it looked like it was happening as he was walking away.
well, fuck it. No, don't do that. I have a seizure, stupid lie. But yeah, we watched it live, or we watched the entire court hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I found a screenshot of Louisville Public Media, where all you can see is the judge, a picture of him standing up and shooting down at the judge as the judge is, blowed down in between the desk and the wall. And then you can look back on the wall, there's not a whole lot of brains or blood on the wall. So he blowed him right into the floor.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking gross.
I have a feeling once they get into this, they're going to discover some corruption on that judge.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about. With he sends everybody to rehab. He sends them all to addiction recovery care, aka ARC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's all going to come in. And I ain't talking shit about nobody, but somebody I spoke about just a minute ago, Michael Clark, Tweety Bird, the preacher. That's my buddy, but he went to prison. He got out, and he is like the main person in court every time that judge that's dead graduates people from drug court, sends them to drug court. Bird's got pictures of it on there because he's in there helping them. So he's fucked. Whether he's done anything wrong or not, they're going to investigate Tweety Bird on Michael Clark. God bless you, homie. If somebody sees this and tells him on Facebook, I don't give a fuck. I ain't reporting nothing bad on the dude. I'm reporting what's in the public media. I'm media too. If you don't like it, suck my dick. It is what it is. We're media. We're a platform.
Yep.
We have
Exactly right.
subscribers. So it's crazy.
Absolutely.
And if you don't like what we're saying, suck our fucking dick. But yeah, the judge, a murder can, if he's awake, I wish I would have ran StreamYard. Murder ain't feeling good today. He just ain't, he ain't himself or something. But he'll be back. He had a long day at work. Buddy, I don't know what it's like to fuck with a barbed wire electric moat that's around the fucking tree house. And that's what he had to finish building and repairing today. Oh, God. Then them fucking freaks put monkeys inside of it. I don't know what kind of kids they got. So Murder's really tired. He's been working on a moat since 7 a.m. this morning. I mowed around the tree house. But if Murder could pull some news article up that shows something about the FBI investigating all these rehabs, I'd like to see it. If not, I can pull it up on my computer just to show y'all through the StreamYard myself. You're on Facebook. I ended up the reason I went live on Facebook, YouTube, is I'm cheating on y'all a little bit. Sorry, I forgot about y'all's comments, YouTube. Last night we got over 1,000 views on Facebook, so I know motherfuckers is going to watch this shit. And if you work for a rehab in Harlan, Letcher, Leslie, Hazard, wherever, if you work for addiction recovery care, them feds is gonna knock on your door. You better out on everybody you know. I mean, that's what you got to do with the feds. Cause Skate it right, but everybody else did. So there's a live standoff. Murder. We have a live standoff. Are you capable of pulling up Icky Mail?
Yeah.
Because he is streaming a live standoff on an electrical box, and the dude's on substances. So this is what we be doing, Facebook. That's the thumbnail. We got 17 watching. We need to make that 17K watching at all times. Tisa Tales Finance gets 17,000 watching her covering Diddy. Why can't we? I ain't pretty. Let me go cut my air fryer off right quick.
Pineapple said he attempted to self-delete.
Don't know where that accident.
Did it really? Okay, if that's the story, then.
We have a live
Phillies will take him
standoff
out.
on them.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but man, go Dodgers.
Who's the guy up here?
GSW. Wow.
Or they're at this hotel.
Another one.
Extended stay. The
Flip.
American.
Camera won't flip. There we go.
He tried to hang himself? Oh, I didn't know that. Cougar Chick said he tried to hang himself. Okay.
So I think that's the 910H one.
So this is what we're covering on my YouTube channel right now for on
That's
Facebook.
on PD2, and that's when that call came out, that 901H on PD2 also.
Donna said she just licked. Oh, Margaret said she just licked the spoon when I made can of butter, and she's fucking crippled. 3,285 victims. Sean John has Puff Daddy.
PD, regular PD at KMC.
John Doe. John Doe. Everybody in Appalachia's fucked.
No, Jasmine.
Really? Well, when somebody's threatening to off themselves or hurt themselves, you do have to take it serious for sure. But I've also had encounters with people. I don't know that the situation with this guy.
Oh, I ain't no
You really have to know somebody's history. But I've had encounters with people that pretend like relationships. If you leave me, I'm gonna hurt myself. And that could only work for so long. It's only so long you're gonna keep saying the same bullshit to me. After a while, I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm leaving anyway. You're not gonna keep me here. I told that story a long time ago. The person said they're gonna off themselves, and
Let's
she
stop
said she was
trying
off
to kill
herself.
herself.
And she said she took all these pills and left the empty bottle on my mother's driveway. And so I called the cops because I said if something happens to this chick, I don't want them to come and
I'm
say I
not
didn't
sure
do
what
anything.
this is happening to that.
But also, I thought it was highly disrespectful. You're going to do that at my mother's house. So I called the cops on
Looks
her
like
ass.
California.
They found her ass and pulled her over. I told the story so many times. And she was Baker acted.
Where? San Jose?
Taken to the hospital.
Is this San Jose?
I mean, what I found out
It
after
might
what I was
be.
told is they don't even think she took anything. It was all bullshit. She had nothing in her system, but it was to manipulate me. But the thing is, you never know when these people are really serious or they're just manipulating you to get what they want.
Sub up or not, sub up, down all
I
up.
don't know.
Be nice, Amy.
Get you a crack 40. If one of these days I might go down there and fuck Brandy and Billy. Go down there and let Brandy. We got famous TikTokers from Hardin. I forgot about them, guys. Brandy and Billy Engel. They're
Who's it?
famous TikTokers. They do Pornhub and everything. Gatlinburg.
What's up, Angie? Where
They
you
got
been
their
at?
wedding paid for in Gatlinburg for free for TikTok. All they do is get on there and post crazy videos and like sexy fuck videos and shit. They make a kill
Hopefully
and
he
their
just comes
kids
down.
got
That's
Corvettes
the
and
day.
In that thing.
all kinds of shit.
So he's gonna have to
Yeah,
be
nobody wants to see
medicated
me
and
right
treated.
now. We got some.
Chill, Billy. You get that picture I sent you earlier of my company logo.
You have
Yeah, I saw that.
free
Great, man.
debate.
Keep talking those papas, homie. Keep on talking. I love when people talk papas.
Yeah,
Call my
that's done to your
daughters.
brother too.
Come on.
Yeah, you want to take these people serious, but like if somebody's in a relationship or whatever, maybe not even a relationship, and they're manipulating you, I'll take it serious. You say you're gonna do that, and you're at my place or my mother's place, I'll call the cops on your ass and let the cops deal with it, so it's on record. But this person had done that multiple times, and I found out it was a manipulation thing. Try to keep me there. This person also knew my father had off himself, and so this
I'm having
person knew
internet
that,
issues on my
rope me in
new
and make me
phone.
feel bad, and I can never leave, even if I'm unhappy. And if you leave me, blah blah blah, or if I don't let you in, there's people that do that. I'm not saying it's everybody, but you never know.
If you guys know me, what am I doing?
Well, I don't think he's gonna
You want me to cut this
equal
off?
anything. I wished he would. I don't know. What's our audience think?
Ending up again.
What's up, John Dog?
What up,
Oh
John
my
Doe?
god, what do you do?
Did you yell at Dolph last night?
That's right.
Until Thursday. And I buck out like share subscription memberships.
And the cops don't really worry to me. Like if he had a
Some part of the certified mayor's cabinet.
so, I guess they're playing the long game. If he comes down, he chills out, and just gives up. I don't know. Or maybe sobers up.
Now they're asking for Matt.
He's going to
Matt.
They should have called Matt a long time ago. Jasmine.
It wouldn't hurt.
All
He's
right,
just
Jasmine.
real bad. Jump into the water, fam. Good.
25 Westmore Metro 6 at 921 Baker, room 16.
I'm thinking about it was tots and chicken. I just heated it back up. I'm thinking about putting shredded cheese on my
So now they're asking for man.
tots and chicken. Look, he's about to jump off the diving board, ain't he? I believe he's on a diving board fixing to jump into a swimming pool inside a moat. He's on the edge of the diving board.
But I told you I would never ever shave my beard off. Ever. It's going with me to the grave. If my family shaves it off when I'm in my casket, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to haunt them. I'll haunt them every day.
Well, Jehovah's Witness had a thing where they wanted you to shave. And I used to be critical about that. And then not too long ago, I don't know how long ago it was.
That's for the med team.
Years ago.
The med team is
Now they're saying you don't have to shave. I don't know if they've watched my videos or something and saw that. Because I used to get a letter from a person that was Jehovah's Witness. They would tell me that they watched my videos. I haven't gotten a letter in a long time, though. Maybe after the cursing and everything. I don't know. It's been a while, but I had a really nice person that was.
You ready? John Direct, I think Diddy saying damn.
Might have given up on me.
So, murder, if you want to look up some kind of quick news clip of if you can find it, about the feds investigating ARC addiction rehab
mental evaluation
recovery, addiction rehab care. I would like to play one of the news articles where the feds is doing that. Voodoo doll. Don't let no voodoo witch come up out. Well, could you imagine waking up and an invisible voodoo witch be eating you out? Yeah, I'm thinking about putting cheese on my tater tots and chicken strips, melting some shredded cheese on them. I'm pretty stoned. I feel like I'm not going to come out much through the wiener. What's up, Troth? I meant to message you last night because I was wondering if you survived the floods or not. Are you okay, Truth? Truth's been with me forever, ever. Death.
Hi, I'm
Yeah,
back.
I'm thinking about getting.
Welcome to my channel.
Here we go. Sub up to her.
Louisville Public PI announced it is investigating the company for potential health care fraud. All right, and if anything happens, I'm Miss Mary. If my screen goes out or something, just let me know, okay? All right. So the FBI announced it is investigating a high-profile Kentucky addiction treatment provider for potential health care fraud. But the top two officials in the Kentucky office of the Attorney General have recused themselves from any matters involving the company. In a July 25th email, Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman informed top staffers he is recusing from any decisions by his office regarding matters involving addiction recovery care, and that is ARC, and any person related to it, out of an abundance of caution. We're going to find out why. We're going to read it. 5 days later, the FBI announced it was investigating ARC for potential healthcare fraud and seeking information from the public, including those who were victimized by ARC. And just to also let you know, ARC is the rehab facility, the inpatient rehab facility that Letcher County courts systems use for their diversion or whatever they call it. So instead of sending them to jail for a rug-related crime, right? Like Judge Kevin Mullins is a very big advocate. He was of treatment instead of incarceration. Well, I just wonder how much of this stuff is connected.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get back
I
over
know
here.
that's right.
Victimized by ARC. Coleman's spokesman, Kevin Grout, has not responded to multiple emails over the past week, asking why the Attorney General believed his recusal was specifically needed. Coleman and his top deputy have long had personal and professional relationships with Tim Robinson, the CEO of ARC, who was also a significant political contributor to the campaigns of Coleman and other top elected officials. ARC has quickly grown to be the by far largest substance abuse treatment provider in Kentucky in recent years, with nearly 2,000 treatment beds across 24 counties. Its business is largely funded by Medicaid, with the company receiving $130 million in payments from the federal program last year.
Good news.
The company and its CEO, Tim Robinson, have also made an outsized impact on Kentucky politics through prolific campaign contributions in that time. Robinson was not just one of the largest donors to Democratic Governor Andy Beshear in the 2023 election, but also to Coleman, a Republican. Asked last week if Coleman had a reaction to the FBI investigation, his spokesman, Kevin Grout, replied the office can neither confirm nor deny the existence of any investigation. Let's see. Get back to where I was at. Sorry. He also added that Coleman and Deputy Attorney General Rob Duncan, as individuals, have recused from any matter pertaining to ARC. Kentucky Public Radio subsequently obtained several emails from the office via an open records request documenting the recusals of both. The day after Coleman was sworn into office in January, Duncan sent an email to the office's general counsel, Christopher Thacker, stating that he would recuse himself from any matter in which his former employer, the law firm Dinsmore and Scholl, represented a client adverse to the Kentucky OAG. In February, Thacker wrote an email to Duncan and the office's chief of criminal prosecutions, Rewa Zakaria, confirming their past conversations that Duncan will not participate in any office decisions regarding the pending ARC matters, as the company was a client of his firm. Not only was ARC a Dinsmore and Scholl client, but Duncan was the lead attorney for ARC in one of its major lawsuits last year. In 2023, two former ARC clients turned employees sued the company in federal court for not properly compensating them for overtime and other work duties. ARC then countersued both, alleging they violated non-disclosure agreements and non-compete agreements as they had taken jobs with another substance abuse treatment provider. That's how they get you. That's what old Diddy was doing to all of his victims. He made everybody sign non-disclosure agreements.
Exactly. We got our own Diddy scandal.
A non-disclosure agreement cannot be enforced to cover up any kind of crime. And people don't really understand that. They don't really know that. A lot of people don't. All right. Duncan was ARC's lead attorney in this lawsuit, which was settled out of court at the end of 2023. Christopher Miller, the attorney for the two former employees, told Kentucky Public Radio in February he could not disclose the details of the settlement. I wonder in whose favor that settlement ended up being in. According to a profile of Robinson last month by the Kentucky Lantern, Duncan has been friends with the ARC CEO since childhood, and Robinson called Duncan's dad a trusted friend and advisor. All right.
Anal advisor.
Checking back and forth, making sure it's still on there. The same Lantern profile on July 2nd quoted Robinson as saying he and Coleman have been friends since they attended law school together. He also praised Coleman as probably the most qualified person we've ever had as Attorney General. Coleman and Duncan were both federal prosecutors for Kentucky during the Trump administration, with Coleman serving the Western District and Duncan serving the Eastern District. 3 weeks after the Robinson profile was published and 5 days before the FBI disclosed their investigation of ARC, Coleman sent the email announcing his recusal from ARC-related matters in the Attorney General's office to Thacker and Zakaria. 2 people related to the field of substance abuse treatment told Kentucky Public Radio back in February they strongly suspected the FBI had already begun investigating ARC for potential Medicaid fraud, though this could not be confirmed ahead of the FBI announcement in July. A spokesperson for the FBI's Louisville division said they cannot provide additional details about an ongoing investigation. Responding to the FBI investigation, ARC released a statement August 2nd saying the company is cooperating fully in the investigation. As we all know, healthcare is one of the most highly regulated fields in the country, and addiction treatment is among the most highly scrutinized healthcare services. The statement said, ARC is a trailblazer in the field of addiction services. We are confident in our program and in the services we offer. An email from Robinson to ARC employees about the investigation said they should be truthful if asked by government officials about ARC. He said they would also have a right to have legal counsel present at such discussions, and the company would provide them legal counsel if they wanted. Robinson added that if anyone is approached, we would appreciate it if you contacted us via email. Robinson, a major contributor to Beshear and Coleman. Wow. All right. Here we go. This is just unbelievable. All of this is connected. Few Kentuckians spent more in 2023 to help elect statewide candidates than Robinson, who focused most of his giving to Beshear and Coleman. Now, this is the head of ARC that was donating all of this money to political campaigns. Through 2 of his low-profile businesses, Robinson gave $195,000 in 2022 and 2023 to the Democratic Governors Association, the political committee that spent $19 million on ads to elect Beshear. Are you kidding me? Following the 2023 general election, Robinson contributed $29,000 to Beshear's inauguration fund and $6,000 to Coleman's inauguration fund. Beshear has routinely lavished Robinson and ARC with praise, including a shout out in his 2024 State of the Commonwealth address. Asked for Beshear's reaction to the FBI investigation of ARC, his spokeswoman, Crystal Staley, said they cannot comment on details of an active investigation and do cooperate with each investigation. The Beshear administration is committed to providing every Kentuckian the treatment and recovery resources they need to get better and lead full and productive lives, Staley stated. As for Coleman, Robinson gave $20,410 to Safer Kentucky, a PAC that ended up spending $70,000 on texts and phone calls to help elect the Attorney General in 2023. Robinson and other employees of ARC also combined to contribute more than $10,000 to Coleman's campaign. Greg May, a Pikeville businessman and president of the ARC Associated Riverview Assistance Corporation, hosted a fundraiser for Coleman's campaign in October 2023 that netted $34,750. Robinson also personally hosted a December 2022 campaign fundraiser for Coleman, which brought $18,400. State government and politics reporting is supported in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Okay, and that's the end of that article. I just found out about this stuff in the last couple of days. And
if you work for ARC, you're fucking
ARC
here.
has pretty much what I would call a monopoly on the entire state of Kentucky for treatment.
Absolutely.
They really, really do.
You took my.
Let's go over to this.
ARC
Addiction Recovery Care founder calls FBI probe choppy waters and touts plans for growth. This is the Lexington Herald Leader. Let's see.
That's from August 14th. This has been ongoing,
sure
but
it's up
kind
there,
of been low key, I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and exit that one out. Okay. All right. The Lord calms stormy waters, the leader of Kentucky's largest addiction treatment provider preached last week. Oh, yeah, did I forget to tell you? He's a preacher.
Michael Clark.
There's a lot of preachers at ARC, and we're going to talk about them. All right.
Here we go.
The leader of Kentucky's largest addiction treatment provider preached last week to a sanctuary full of clients. And these are certainly turbulent times. The organization's been dealing with some storms, Addiction Recovery Care founder and CEO Tim Robinson told roughly 1,100 clients and employees last Wednesday at Southeast Christian Church in Jeffersonville, Indiana, just across the Ohio River from Louisville. Not just one, but multiple storms, Robinson said. It's been raging. 3 weeks earlier, the FBI announced it was investigating Robinson's organization for possible health care fraud. Robinson, an ordained minister, was speaking at ARC's monthly 3-hour gathering, which brings together hundreds of clients who are currently matriculating through its year-long Crisis to Career treatment program, which has been nationally lauded. And they don't never hire nobody who's already recovered. Like it seems to me like, because I've seen them, I've been around
you do get
several
hired
years since they started. Really, I'm very familiar with ARC, and I used to go to all the meetings that they would have here in Whitesburg for HEAL, HEAL. We have a local doctor here who started the organization HEAL, and it looked to me like the only people they would ever hire that I saw, now I'm sure they hired other people, but a huge majority of the people that they hire are only people that they can take credit for their recovery. You know, that's kind of what it seems like. Like,
so
if it's somebody else that they can't, that's already recovering, you know, without the help of ARC, then they don't seem to be interested in you at all. For the second year in a row, Newsweek named ARC one of America's best addiction treatment centers, Robinson told the crowd, most of whom had arrived on chartered coach buses from ARC centers around the state, primarily from eastern Kentucky, where the organization is based. It was the first convocation since the FBI announced its probe. Robinson, who typically makes an appearance,
He's out.
preached from the book of Matthew. He spoke of Jesus walking on water toward a boat, holding his disciples who'd gotten caught in a storm and were afraid. I'm a person of faith, and so it really upsets me when people use God and religion
They're all using the
to
Lord to steal
mask
money. You believe that there?
criminal activity. That just
I thought he went to court tomorrow.
like flips a switch.
It's just the
in
sex,
me.
and I thought he went to court tomorrow. Well, his
All
lawyer
right.
could have talked to him.
Robinson, who typically makes an appearance, preached from the book of
That's how he
Matthew.
got
He spoke of
tomorrow.
Jesus walking on the water, who'd gotten caught in a storm and were afraid.
Exactly.
Jesus invited Peter to walk on water to meet him. Peter does so, but then he starts to sink, fearful and temporarily losing his faith. Jesus saves him, leads him back to the boat, and calms the storm. In doing so, Jesus reignites his disciples' trust in him as a savior, Robinson explained. This lesson felt applicable to his own life, he shared. In prayer recently, God had led him to the story of Jesus walking on water, Robinson said, pacing on stage. It was a story he'd read many times before, but now it rang with newfound insight. I saw for the first time help was coming. Grace was on the scene, he said. Here's what God gave me in prayer. Son, I know you're going through storms in all directions of your life, but I'm the one in all your life, but I'm the one that quiets the storms. Don't worry about the things you see. Take these things seriously, of course, but look for the opportunity I'm giving you to walk on water. On July 30th, the FBI announced it was investigating ARC for potential Medicaid fraud. Of the organization's clients seeking treatment, 83% are on Medicaid. Of course they are. ARC administrators have said. In 2010, Robinson, an attorney by trade and in recovery for alcohol addiction, opened the first ARC facility, Karen's Place, in Louisa. There were few facilities in the region at that time for people struggling with addiction, and Robinson has said he felt called by God to offer that service. In the 16 years since, ARC has grown its footprint exponentially, first in eastern Kentucky, then statewide. Today, ARC is the highest contributor to Kentucky's distinction of having the most residential treatment beds per capita in the country. Though it is still an addiction treatment enterprise, ARC bills itself more broadly as a comprehensive behavioral health and primary care system, operating a vast network of more than 40 addiction treatment, healthcare, educational, and vocational facilities across Kentucky. ARC has served upwards of 75,000 clients. Currently, ARC is serving around 2,100 clients daily. The FBI asks for current and former staff and clients who have been victimized by ARC to contact them by filling out a questionnaire. The form asks for input from employees and clients dating back to January 1st, 2019. So if anybody has been a client of ARC, you can fill out the form to give them your information. And if they believe any services provided by ARC were not medically necessary, not adequately rendered, or not billed appropriately. By the day's end on August 22nd, the FBI had received just under 300 responses, spokesperson Timothy Beam said. We continue to encourage anyone who believes they have relevant information about addiction recovery care should review and complete the questionnaire at
You're right,
form
bro.
https forms.fbi.gov /ARC
I don't know how much
tips
longer this
being
is, but it's
roasted.
interesting.
I'll add that form, the link to
Very
that form in the
I
description.
know so many people.
So that way, if
Everybody
anybody needs it, they can
step
find it
works and all.
there in the description. We'll look at it here in a second too. ARC is cooperating fully with the FBI's investigation and continues to serve some of Kentucky's
Really?
most vulnerable
Sexual assault?
populations.
What's
Kyle
the
Collier, the group's communications director, said August 6th. The organization conveyed a similar message internally to staff. We have recently learned that there is a federal investigation into ARC, Robinson wrote in an August 2nd staff email obtained by the Herald Leader. As we all know, healthcare is one of the most highly regulated fields in the country, and addiction treatment is among the most highly scrutinized healthcare services. Robinson said in the email that ARC is a trailblazer in the field of addiction services. We are confident in our program and in the services that we offer. We and our legal counsel are cooperating fully with the investigation. Robinson then encouraged employees to be truthful if they are approached by the FBI as part of its investigation. And if you are approached, we would appreciate it if you contacted us. Yeah, so let us know. Attorney General deputy recused themselves. 5 days before the FBI announced their probe, Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman recused himself from any matters pertaining to the recovery organization, according to emails the Herald Leader obtained through the Kentucky Open Records Act. Out of an abundance of caution, I am recusing from any decisions by our office regarding matters involving Addiction Recovery Care LLC, ARC, and any persons related to ARC, Coleman wrote in an email dated July 25th. The email was sent to Matthew Kleinard, the executive director of Coleman's Office of Medicaid Fraud and Abuse Control, Rewa Zakaria, the chief of the office's criminal division, and Christopher Thacker, general counsel.
Good point,
Robinson donated $6,000 to Coleman's inaugural committee in December of 2023, according to the Kentucky Registry of Election Finance, as well as $4,100 to his campaign. Kentucky Deputy Attorney General Robert Duncan also recused himself from ARC-related matters. Louisville Public Media first reported the recusals. Duncan previously worked at the law firm Dinsmore. That sounds
like I see it. Everybody in Harlan that works at an ARC facility, you're in trouble because y'all was scamming too. I guarantee it. Michael Clark, Tweety Bird, you got your motherfucking ministry, man. You sit right over in the judge's office every day when that judge graduates people from drug court that's dead, Mullins. You know, every one of them people, we used to run with the Mullins from over there. We used to sell y'all drugs. Oxys and Xanaxes. Can't remember that Mullins cat from over there that he used to run with, but I'm telling you right now, the preacher Michael Clark, and I hope Harlan's shaking right now. I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, because I want to shake Harlan up. So many people that works at this rehab facility, or one of them, or so many people that's been in these rehab facilities, or one of them, you know. And Michael Clark went to prison and got out many a times. And the last time he got straight and started preaching, and I hope to God I'm wrong, and I really do. But Hillbilly Crimes and her comments and her chat are all from Whitesburg and Cumberland, where she's from. See, Cumberland's at the north part of the county. You go across Pine Mountain, I'll take y'all over shortly. Not tonight, but in a day or two. You hit the bottom of Pine Mountain, you're in Whitesburg. And that's where the shooting's at. So if you're in Cumberland, people in Cumberland and Whitesburg are separated by a mountain, but it's still, you know, the same area. So Bird is a preacher. His nickname is Tweety Bird. That's what I'll be calling him. And he has been a preacher, and he has been helping get people into rehab at ARC. He'd be working for ARC somehow, whatever. He helps them graduate drug court. He helps you get into rehab. He helps you do everything. And he's a preacher, and he can talk a good game too. And he's right in the mix to this. If you go look on his Facebook, and I'm not knocking him for anything he's doing to recover. I don't care if they're scamming or not. If people's getting to go to a rehab and getting away from the shit they're in, good. ARC is a good place. There's just some scamming people running it. Everybody there ain't doing something wrong, but most of them are. And all this is coming out. That sheriff knew this was going to come out. That judge probably knew all this was fixing to come out. Hell, this has been reported since back in the summer. Now that the attorney general stepped down, it's really popping. Bet you put Fox News on right now. I bet you put News Nation or CNN on. It's probably on there right now. I bet you that's what they're talking about. So we've got our own scandal going on in East Kentucky. It's unfolding in my county right here, but really it's more of the surrounding counties, the bordering counties is more where it's going to be at. But it's going down. Other news in the world, my dick's about half hard right now. I wouldn't mind to just tell y'all I'm gonna piss and go in the bathroom slow jack for about 30 minutes. Murder, how you feeling?
I'm chilling.
Your response is about the time of chillbillies. You know, yes, chillbilly a question. He's like, well, I always got that delay. I love it because it's like you always pondering what he's gonna say.
My delay is I mostly keep my mic on mute because background noise, the dog's barking or something.
Oh,
It takes me a second to come back off mute.
I'm reading this shit Truce put up here. So my question, even though I don't want to talk about Ernie, you see what happens. You don't want to talk about it, but then you see a comment. Kentucky's crazy right now. Then you see a comment that makes you want to talk about it, like what Donna said. All that Dibbo and Toff were saying and acting like they were all high and mighty, and all of a sudden they were going to be the ones who made the Skyfall. They need to go sit down under a rock. So Truth said something about somebody getting karma when we was watching that article. Who was you talking about getting karma, Truth? And if Dibbo invited Ernie to her house to stay like that, and she was taking him to get his medicine, well, you know she's got to have HIV too. I got it, Donna. I'm trying to send it to Murder to play it. Here we go. Play this, Murder. If you can, fam. Sub up, don't all up. It's Crack 40 TV. Tina the Tooth. Oh, that, okay. I know who you're talking about. Hey, for one of them's got AIDS. And why am I here said that Ernie should be charged with sexually wasting her time? Well, you shouldn't have fucked him. Oh, we got it.
It's an article, Brad.
Oh, it's just a news article.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was a video. Miss Predator Helper Nation. That's funny. Well, what else is going on in the world? So the Puff Daddy, he's got 3,225 victims so far to come through. Damn, he's got a body count on him, don't he? Can you imagine? I'm not saying this in a funny way. I'm being for real. We call it a body count, right? How many people you been with? How many people was on his rape body count list? How many people he raped instead of just had consensual sex with? Probably more grape than consensual, if you will. So back to Diddy. So they're saying that the ketamine and the xylazine was in the butthole, and Donna Nelson sounds like Brad popped the top off some of Jay and Diddy's baby oil. So the victims was down to the youngest age of 9. The lawyer in Houston said that every one of the 25 minors come there to get a deal for TV, music, or some kind of entertainment deal. He took one 12-year-old. He didn't say he was a boy, but then he said, and the other boys. He took him away from his parents and said, if you want to make your steal and you want to be famous and rich, blah, blah, blah. Took him away from his parents, took him in there and made him suck his dick. Then there was another kid that let Diddy and his friends run a train on, a big old train. And it makes me want to quit talking about busting shit bags. Because Diddy and them, they was ripping these people and these children, their body cavities. They was being ripped and tore and busted. And they was on ketamine and blacked out. Probably willingly fucking it, not even realizing it, because you're numbed up. They had something else in it that would numb you up besides the cocaine. And I mean, they had, you never know, the little 9-year-old, like they said, could have just, I don't know, I cut out. Did the string die?
No.
It's horrible. Like the press conference I watched, I could not believe of what they said and what they did, and the way the things they didn't say, but they just, you know what they mean, as in everybody. Yes, a 9-year-old got tore in half. Seriously, ripped and tore. Absolutely. 12-year-olds, 25 minors. Their body, several of them, I don't want to say it any other way, but both cavities on the boys' cavities, body cavities destroyed. Yeah, we'll say it respectfully right now. So they all come forward. The lawyer said, you know who you are. If you're involved in this, you know your name's coming out. You know who you are. Every one of these are going to be individual cases. Diddy's never going. This is going to be bigger than Epstein. Like, think about it. Did Epstein have 3,000 victims? I ain't for sure. 3K is a 3,285. That's for right now, yes. There was over 100 new claims. You're both correct. We watched the press conference earlier, and that lawyer is the best essay lawyer, grape lawyer, lawsuit lawyer there is, I reckon. So Epstein had 1156. Diddy's got him by double for now. I believe Diddy's list, and listen, don't go call no bullshit on Diddy. Not defending the man, but if it didn't happen to you, don't claim it. That's fucked up. But if it did happen, speak up, get your money, give him additional time. He may get more than 3,285 years combined. out of each one of these people, he will. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why am I here? Yes, you're right, Donna and Austin. 120 new civil suits are going to be filed, and plenty more is coming. Jay-Z, LeBron James, Beyonce, Steve Harvey has allegedly left the country. The old folks don't realize they're watching reruns. The Price is Right. I did not know the Price is Right tours. They're coming to Corbin. I'm thinking about going. If why not go to? Why am I here? Why am I not going to go to watch The Price is Right? Like, I love that show. I'm just not never up at 11 o'clock to watch it. That's like 4 o'clock in the morning for me. But if you're a member of the channel, you're obligated to hit the like button. We need some Cash Apps, some PayPal, some Super Chats, some memberships, and subscriptions, and likes, shares, and comments. I don't know if anybody's watching on Facebook or not because it's so slow. It says I'm still live. I'm getting hungry. I got food over here to eat. So, anybody want to come up on panel and talk with me and Chillbilly Murder? Donna? Why am I here? Truth? Anybody want to come up? I would love to hear some of y'all's opinions on this. I don't think I'm live on Facebook no more. Everybody is going to get investigated. I seen a screenshot. Like I said, they showed the clip in the courtroom today. I forget how long they said it was, but it wasn't a long clip of when the sheriff shot the judge. I seen that. And then I seen a screenshot of it, right? Well, we didn't get to see the video, but somebody from the Lexington Herald or the Louisville Leader took a picture of it, and the video in the courtroom where they played it on, TV, whatever, whatever. They played that motherfucker, and I didn't hear people yelp, but I thought I heard one person, but they said people yelped out and cried in the courtroom. But yeah, I seen a screenshot, and the judge was folded up in the floor. They fucked their kids. Will's had threesomes with his son. Will's been in his son's body cavities. Yes, ma'am. I don't got no love. I tell you, all of our heroes, everybody we bumping, all of our great music, the rap industry is done. I ain't gonna say it's done. The music industry, Hollywood as we know it, is going to crumble over this. Maybe a new Hollywood will come up. I don't know. Like, this is going to be so crazy. I don't want to die right now. Like, I see people, my friends, dying and something cool will happen. Like Bill Brown died and missed most of COVID, and I was like, damn. Fuck, me and Bill was having a good time fucking around having fun with COVID on Facebook. And he died. And fucking, I hate when my friends die and then they miss something they really enjoy fucking around with. But I really want to be around to watch the rest of this shit unfold because this will be unfolding for years. This is one news thing. I mean, Epstein eventually faded out. Trump getting assassinated's faded out. Second assassination's already faded out. We're 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 37 days away from the election. Everybody's going to shift from Diddy to the election. I think they're sword crossers. I think they're sword crossers. I don't think I've been live on Facebook forever. Tyler people sleep longer in bed.
Speaking of bed, I'm out.
Are you out?
Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it going now. I'll leave my PC on.
What up, Facebook? It's your boy Crack.
I'll leave my PC on, bro.
Hang on a minute before you go anywhere. We did have a lot of views. It just wasn't showing it. I shouldn't have killed that. Hang on one second. Ain't none of these fucking whores want to come over from Facebook. All these local moguls, they will not. They don't come over to fucking YouTube. Doug Wilson, Houston, goddamn, we had a lot of people watch us. They'll be talking. Y'all need to come on over to Facebook. Well, if you're out, then I'm gonna have to kill the stream and come back. So kill this stream and I'll be right back. It's Crack 40 TV. We're done. Be right back.